Hey guys, welcome back to Fair Ironing Customs. I'm Michael, and as you can tell, it is a very warm, humid day. We're a couple of days out from, I'm not even sure if it's been upgraded to a hurricane yet today. I haven't looked, but I don't think it's going to, I think it's going to skirt the coast. We're probably going to get wind and rain from it, and, you know, if I'm working on this tomorrow and the next day, some of that may be in the video. So, let's go ahead and get started. So this week, I'm hoping that I'm going to get these radius arms slash wishbones slash hairpins slash whatever you want to call them on the truck, the little rods on the truck. I want to get those knocked out. I want to get the front suspension done. I've already made a template, cut out my brackets that are going to go on the arms. So off camera, I've been brainstorming on this idea a bit. I've been out here working some. I just can't get in the right headspace right now to get stuff done. But I've got this figured out the way I want to do it. And we'll show you that as we get into it. A couple things. Like I said, I've been having a little bit of trouble getting out here and getting myself motivated to work. And right now I think I'm going to take Mike's advice over at My Car Shop, Mike Rule. If y'all aren't watching his channel, go over there and subscribe. The Little Bite Philosophy. I keep coming out here and looking at this, and this is, it's not big, but it is big. And looking at it as a whole is preventing me from getting out here and doing just a little bit at a time. So that's going to be my goal from now on. Do a little bit at a time, get done in a week what I can get done, and that's what the video is going to be. So, anyway, we're going to jump into it. All right, so right now I'm working on making the mounts for the bag, and basically I've just found a shape which is a 4.5 inch angle grinder disc. I think this one's 5, so it's a little bigger than a 4.5. That's the reason why it fits better. And we're going to try to cut as good a circle out as we can. This is 3/16. Guys, in my mind, I can't think what that is in millimeters. Probably, 6 mil is right at quarter. So, between 4 mil and 5 mil is what this is. Probably around 4. The ones they sell online, that's what size they are. So, we're going to cut it. Okay guys, those turned out pretty good. I'm going to let them cool down. I went ahead and marked where the hole needs to be. We're going to put a 3/8 hole somewhere in the center. We'd probably get out our calipers and try to get a better mark. But they're going to cool for a little bit before I try to grind them. And I'm going to jump into grinding the other pieces. Guys, this is the infamous Central Hydraulics Harbor Freight tubing bender, aka tubing kinker. We're actually bending pipe. This is like Schedule 40 pipe. This is going to be way heavy enough for what we're going to use it for. So we're just going to get after it. I've already bent the first one. Jack was actually seized up. I thought we were going to have to replace it. We'll probably have to rebuild it. I'm sure it's going to start leaking. And let's see. We're just going after it. Well, there's a jack handle right there. I don't know why I'm struggling. All right. We'll grab the jack handle out of the lift. And we're going to go almost to the point where we run out of where we run out of this U shape. I'll bring y'all in for a closer look in just a second. When we get there, that should put it very close to where the other one is. So a couple of things about this is it will flatten the pipe when you're going through the U that shapes the pipe. It will flatten it. And these little rollers here will actually put divots in the pipe. I'm not going to worry about it too much. Normal pipe rules apply. Let's see. We are right there at it. We're going to go 1, 3 pump, 4 pump. See what that looks like. Nope, still not there. And try to get it as close to the same as we can the other bend. Yep, we went past it, but when it relaxes, it will probably come back around. Come on. Yep. To about the same shape. Then went just a little further. Let's see. I'd say we went just a little further. Let me bring this in. What I was talking about, and I'll get the other one the same, is, and there's a modification you can do on this part of the die. Grind these out to keep them from flattening the pipe out when it goes beyond that. But we did pretty good on these. I'm going to bend that a little more, and we'll come back. Okay, guys, I got those bends very close to one another. And I think it was Von Dutch that said something along the lines of you can't see both sides of the car at the same time. So, you know, it'll be good. So I'm going to knock off for the rest of the day. Get in here, get a shower, get ready for work tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow afternoon. We'll be back in here. What I got to do is I got to drill some speed holes in those plates that are going to mount on the top of those arms. And we'll get into that when we get started on it. And hopefully then we can start building those arms. I don't see no reason why we can't rock on after that. So I'll be back in a little bit. All right, guys. So right now all I'm doing is I've determined that this needs to be about 4 3/4. To run parallel, it needs to be 4 3/4 from the bottom of the pipe here, the bottom of this down pipe to the top of this pipe needs to be 4 3/4. So I'm just taking my square and getting my best measurement. I'm going to 5, and I may go just a little higher than that. I'm going to chop it off so we got enough to shape and get it down in there where we want. Eye protection on. Okay, guys, I'm just changing over to a flat disc on a plastic backer. All right, guys, so somehow I managed to cut that at way too steep of an angle. I'm going to find the angle here. We're going to go ahead and chop this off. Get this in coat, and then I'll bring you back. All right, guys. Okay, I'm bringing y'all in. So if y'all watched last week's video, y'all probably already saw this. I've just got one built today. I'm trying to get all of them done and going to try to get the entire suspension done in this video, hopefully. And we're just going to see how things roll. I'm going to messing around a little bit more tonight. Just trying to get ahead and I you know, kind of feel like being out here working. So might as well keep working if you feel like working. So what I have done is I have set the center of this hole at 18.5 inches. 20 will be center of the arm, so it's going to be slightly less than 2 to 1 when I get the bags, but I'm move the arms forward just a little bit to get the bags away from the headers as much as possible. So we're going to sacrifice a little bit of lift, probably less than 1/4 of an inch or so, or maybe a half. I could do the math, but don't feel like it right now. So what I've done is I've just laid this out on the fork, which is the flattest thing I have, and butted up against down here. I found that the width where it lines up with a straight edge is a 1-2-3 block. It's 1 inch, and the thickness of this framing square that I have chopped the end out of. So let's set up and let's do some welding. I think I'm going to stop there for tonight. I'm feeling kind of beat now. I was feeling good just a few minutes ago, but let's see. So there we are. I still got to make these pieces, and I want to put a pipe in here, but I'm going to have to make it where some way we can tighten the bottom bolt for the bag on this thing. So I'm going to think about that. I thought about just putting a piece of pipe in, or taking and drilling a piece of round stock to fit a 3/8 bolt, weld it to the pipe, and put the pipe in there, and then I'll be able to stick a bolt. But then let's see, we're going to need probably 3/4 of an inch to 1 inch of purchase in the bolt, and we're 2 inches plus the diameter of the pipe, so a 3-inch bolt. I'm gonna have a heck of a time getting that in that hole, so gonna have to think about it. And we can't just put a bolt up there and spin the bag up and tighten it by hand. We need to be able to actually gronk down on it. So I'll think about that, and we should be back tomorrow or the next day and get back on this. All right, guys, I'm out here trying to get the right side caught up to the left side, and I'm working on this arm, and I just wanted to show you how I work the spacer in to the plate. Just tacked it in place with a good hard tack. I may come on the back side and put some weld in it. I don't know. But once I get it put together, you won't be able to see it. So we're going to continue on, and I'll come back when we get to the next part. Hey guys, we're out here. We got the right side arm caught up, and actually got a little more work done to it. I'm welding it in a little bit at a time. I'm back on the left side arm. So we are right here putting this piece of pipe in that I was talking about. I don't know if I can get a good shot in there. I drilled a hole in it so that we can get our Allen socket up in there to tighten the bolt for the bag. So we're going to start burning stuff in on this arm, try to get it caught up to that arm, and meanwhile I'll weld a little bit on that one and work on this one and jump back and forth. It's probably going to take a while to get all this welding done because I'm trying not to throw all this heat into this tubing all at once. I don't want to warp it. Okay, guys, I got that all buzzed in. I had a really good shot of it a while ago. I should have got it. I don't know if y'all can see that hole, but that's going should work out real nice. So now I'm covering in the ends. I had gone back and forth over whether I was going to even do this or not, but I decided I liked the idea. So what I'm doing is just welding it and taking a hammer and just once you get it kind of welded into place, you can, of course it's too hot to pull it with a clamp. That's not really great. So we'll just have to go slow and get it to where we're tight. Throw a tack. The other side is not. And when you put a tack, then you can go further down. That tack will hold it. You can hit it, and it will shape it further down. And you just kind of do that all the way down. Okay, guys, so I got this one finished welded up on the outside yesterday. I don't know that I'm going to weld the back side. So we're going to keep that. We're going to put a pin in that. What I've decided is to go ahead and drill these holes at 2 inch. There's a 2-inch annular cutter. I'm going to put 5, and then I'm going to put a piece of pipe in there and weld it. I was going to use my dimple dies, but since we already put a piece of pipe here, I just think it will keep it looking, pretty much the same. What the hell? Oh. Anyway, other things I did yesterday, I finished up that side, except for installing the plate in the middle. I'm just about out of gas, but I do have the plate cut out rough. We're going to have to clean that up. I don't know that I'm going to get that done today, so we'll probably come back tomorrow with and get some more argon and get after that, or the next day. Okay guys, off camera, or y'all just saw me start welding this end to the left side arm. Off camera, I cut out these. There's 10 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 1 inch wide. These are going to weld into those holes we drilled on the arms. So I'm going to be flipping back and forth between projects. I'm going to turn the other camera back on, turn the 2x72 back on, and we're going to get after it. Clip, you saw me welding these bungs in. I said I didn't know if I was going to weld them on both sides. They are welded on both sides. Last night I got out here and done a bunch of work, and I got the left side caught up with the right side. We've got a lot more welding to do on these. I've got to make this front little section here, and I have something special coming for that. They have not showed up yet. It's gonna keep in with doing blacksmithing stuff. I'll explain that to you when it gets here. And they have a couple of things. This is the right side. I'm going to make, oops, about to lose my fork. I'm going to make a mount that runs up the side of the axle over here and attaches. That needs to be done. That's to keep the arm from shifting, you know, being able to rock like this. We'll get on to all that in a later video. Let me get these bolted up, see what they look like on the truck, and we'll kind of go from there. Okay guys, I'm going to try to show y'all how this installing this bag on the lower bag mount is going to go. There's just enough room. I think this bolt is 3 inches long. There's just enough room to get it up in there. And oops, I haven't tried this side. Okay guys, that's the take 2. I just had to go back and enlarge the hole. It probably shrank from the welding. I was going to probably go up one size, but it's pretty loose with a 3/8 bit. And just holding it in place with a finger and getting it started. And obviously, you would want to get your top mounts where you wanted them. And then you should be able to get in there with a regular Allen wrench. Yep. Kind of a slow go, but it works. All right, so let me find the other bolt, get this other one on. Okay, guys, this should give you a pretty good idea about what the bars are going to look like when it's laid out. I got to build towers, and that's going to be hopefully next week's video. That's what I'm shooting for. And when I get the towers figured out, I am probably going to go ahead and do a support underneath here, and I will do a support across here. I'm not worried about it. I'm not running a fan. The only thing we need to worry about is, you know, getting an alternator on there. That's the only accessory we're going to run. Obviously, we can't run it at the stock location. We wouldn't have been able to run it in the stock location if we wanted to. Because that's going to be it for this week's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're so inclined. Leave a comment down below. All those wonderful comments keep me motivated. And I will see y'all next week.